Monsters at Work, the Monsters Inc. spin-off show from Disney TV Animation, is actually really good. It's a sequel to Monsters Inc., which I think a TV show is a great way to do it, even though I do think they should still do a proper sequel. But yeah, so the show follows Tyler Tuskman, who's a graduate from Monsters University, as he goes to Monsters Inc. expecting to be hired as a scarer, only to learn that they're no longer hiring scarabs and instead transition to laugh power like we saw in the original movie. So, yeah, right off the bat, this is great. And he's redirected to the Monsters Inc. facilities team, where he meets a bunch of wacky, funny characters like Val, Cutter, Duncan, Fritz, who are all funny and amazing in their own little way. And the first season is kind of more wacky, where they kind of just go on adventures in the factory, and Tyler learns to accept his miffed family until the end of the show, where he is actually promoted to a jokester. And then season 2. Oh boy, season 2. When I say season 2 is great, I mean season 2 is great. Now, season 1 was good. Season 1 was actually pretty good. It had some nice moments. The characters from the original movie were a little bit undermined, whereas in season 2, they're basically part of the main cast. But, oh my gosh, I can't underestimate how good season 2 is. And I genuinely liked season 1. I remember when it first came out, and it was just a nice way to pass the time to watch. But, yeah, this show is great. Tyler's a jokester, but in season 2, Tyler's a jokester, but he's kind of failing at it. Also, in season 1, we learned Miss Flynn is a daughter. I'll just point that out. But, yeah, so in season 2, Tyler's kind of failing as a jokester, whereas his work bud and assistant, Val, is succeeding at it. And there's this whole thing where Tyler kind of gets promoted, or basically is offered a job at Fear Tech, which is the rival company that's been mentioned a few times in the franchise, but not actually seen. And he's willing to take the job, and he does in the end, betraying Monsters Inc., but there's a whole energy crisis thing where not only is Johnny Worthington, the villain from Monsters University, but Randall as well is part of it. It's a whole conspiracy, which I think is really good, and I'm so glad this doesn't just tie into the original Monsters Inc. movie. I'm really glad that it actually ties into Monsters University as well, because that movie is just so underrated. But yeah, Monsters at Work is really good. The characters are amazing. Tyler is a great main lead. I love the ways that Mike and Sully are in this, as well as like Celia, and even like characters like George and Thaddeus Bile Phlegm, which, and even like a character from Monsters University. It's like Rosie, a girl from the Monsters University. But yeah, Monsters at Work is really good. It's one of the best shows that Pixar's ever made. I highly recommend it. Yeah.